I need to hit 100 platinums by the end of the year, and if I fail, we'll have to delete my PlayStation account forever, losing all of my saves, memories, and of course, the 77 platinum trophies I already own. The next game up is ASTRO BOT. But before we get started, I wanted to shout out PlayStation for sponsoring this video and not only hooking me up with the game code, but also this sweet new controller. It's literally been a dream of mine to work with them as a lifelong fan for years now, so thanks to all of you for making this happen. Kicking things off, ASTRO BOT features 44 trophies, which are tied to finding all 300 bots, along with every puzzle piece and secret, on top of a ton of miscellaneous trophies for doing various things with different characters at the crash site, which was really a puzzle in itself. But where I really got tripped up in this trophy hunt was some of the challenging levels that exist within this game. I completely underestimated it, and paired with the fact that I'm terrible at platformers, paid the ultimate price. Rubber ducky! Oh, whoa, 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 I'm not that fast. Oh my God, I gotta pay attention. Dude, why do they have this guy shooting missiles at me before I could even get on the platform? The story begins as we fly through space on the mothership, which of course resembles a PlayStation 5, until getting stopped by an alien who steals the CPU and destroys the ship itself, resulting in all the bots and the parts getting spread across the universe and us crash landing on a nearby planet. After waking up here, I hit a nearby satellite bot, which unlocked our very first galaxy, and I wasted no time, heading straight there on my DualSense ship. From there, I headed straight to the first planet, Sky Garden, and it wasn't long before I got the first trophy of the game after finding the very first bot. Hey, one bot down, followed quickly by another trophy for grabbing the first puzzle piece. I then wrapped up this planet and a few others in this galaxy while finding every single bot and puzzle piece along the way, until reaching a level that had a random hoop in it with a bunch of basketballs laying around. I assumed that making a shot here might pop another trophy, so I decided to go for it. Hey, let's go. There it is. I knew there had to be a trophy for that. With just a handful of planets left in this galaxy, I knocked those out too, eventually getting to what I thought was the last one. Here, I would face the first major boss of the game, which was honestly my favorite part, because while slightly challenging, they were also just really fun and always found a unique way to take advantage of all the abilities in this game. Oh, Nikes. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Nice. Oh no. Oh no! This is crazy! Oh, I'm just gonna hit your mouth now? Okay. Oh my God, dude. Just literally broke all his teeth. Come on. Couple more. One more here. What's up, Grandma? Here we go. With the first boss down, we were able to save some characters you might recognize from the Ape Escape series, and from there travel straight to the last planet that unlocked afterwards, where I would get a pleasant surprise. Yo! From here, I would have to catch all 10 monkeys while progressing through this level until reaching our next boss, Spectre, where after taking him out would secure the first of 6 mothership parts. Mothership memory. Now back at the crash site, we fixed up the memory and slotted it into place, unlocking the trophy Unforgettable. And because I found all the puzzle pieces so far, I also unlocked the gacha lab, where I would get 2 more trophies, one for unlocking it and the other after using it for the first time. Following that, we would witness another satellite crash down on the planet, and after hitting it would find our second galaxy. But first, I still had unfinished business with the galaxy we just left, so I headed back and found the last spot I was missing here, which scored us the trophy Monkey See, Monkey Rescue. Now in the Tentacle system, I got to work on all the planets here too, along with their respective bots and puzzle pieces, eventually unlocking our next trophy after spraying this singing tree with water. Everything was going smoothly so far, but it was also in this same galaxy that I hit a major roadblock. You see, up to this point, the game was pretty easy, as I was flying through levels and bosses like nothing until I discovered the Lost Triangle Void. Now, almost every galaxy from this point on would feature a void like this for each of the PlayStation symbols, and after making it through the first one, you unlock 4 more every time, with each one of these being painfully difficult, as they were hands down the hardest levels in the entire game. What is this? All right, this is the hardest level yet. There we go. Leon Kennedy. Dude, this is gonna be, oh my God. I'm like, this is gonna be tough. This is where my lack of platforming skills is really showing. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Finally! With that done, I then flew to the last planet here and took on the next major boss, the Wako Taco, where afterwards I got treated to yet another surprise. Oh, dude, it's Kratos and Atreus. Let's go! After this, I headed to the next level, Bot of War, which made me low-key feel like I was playing the next entry in the God of War series. Thanks in part to the music, bots I would find here, and of course, getting to swing the Leviathan axe itself. But on top of all that, 8 of Odin's ravens were also scattered throughout this entire planet, where after destroying each and every one of them, we got our next trophy. Before taking on the last boss here, Nidhogg, grabbing the mothership's SSD afterwards. Then after fixing it up a bit back at the crash site, we got the trophy Solid Performance, followed by the trophy Splash My Dash for filling out another puzzle board and unlocking the dual speeder garage. With that done, another satellite would come crashing down, and after knocking it loose, we unlocked the third galaxy. But before I headed there, I went back to grab the remaining bots in the Tentacle system, unlocking the trophy Tentacular Spectacular. Now, in this new Serpent starway system, I headed straight for the first planet, Slow-Mo Casino, where after cheating my way to win all 4 slot machines here, got our next trophy, time to cash in. Talk about an ability I wish I had in real life. Once that planet was done, I knocked out all the rest until reaching the next set of void levels and losing my mind yet again. No! What? Finally! Oh my god! Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, lock in. Lock in. Let's go, baby. With those done, I moved on to the last planet here and took on the next major boss, Lady Venomora. All right, one more hit. Oh, or not? What's this to do now? Oh. There we go. Dude, this is so cool, man. Come on. There we go. Hey, thank you. Nathan Drake, let's go! Following that fight, the newly unlocked level would have us play as Nathan Drake, and here I had another opportunity for a miscellaneous trophy after finding all 3 of the strange relics. Yo, the Lost Agassi, which was an awesome callback to the Uncharted series and Last of Us 2, before escaping the final boss here and grabbing the mothership GPU, where after cleaning that up back at the crash site, got the trophy Doing It For You, followed by another trophy for completing a puzzle yet again and opening the changing room. A few moments later, after saving the next satellite and unlocking our next galaxy, I got the trophy Thanks Very Much for finding the last bot back in the Serpent starway, and was now just 3 galaxies away from saving the universe and fixing our mothership. So I headed straight back for Camo Cosmos and got to work, grabbing every bot and puzzle piece along the way, eventually reaching an underwater planet where I unexpectedly got another miscellaneous trophy for jumping through this ring here like a dolphin, before taking on the next set of void levels where, like everything else at this point, the difficulty ran way up. Rubber ducky! Oh, whoa, 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 I'm not that fast. Oh my god, I gotta pay attention. Dude, why do they have this guy shooting missiles at me before I could even get on the platform? Oh, let's go, done. After that, life sadly didn't get much easier for me against the next major boss, Mecha Leon, in what was honestly the toughest fight yet. I know what to do. These fights are so cool, man. They're so cool. How do I dodge these missiles? No way! This is it, come on. This better be it at least. Is he done? Let's go! Finally! Later unlocking the weirdest planet so far, but also the most satisfying, as all of a sudden I was playing Loco Roco, until finally rescuing the mothership's cooling fan, followed by the trophy Nowhere to Hide for finding every bot in Camo Cosmos. Then once back at the crash site, we would unlock a slew of trophies, including one for cleaning out and slotting in the fan, another for opening the safari park after finishing a puzzle, and the other for dancing with over 100 bots here at the same time, for simply hitting triangle and down on the D-pad. And funny enough, I was trying for the longest to figure this out and didn't realize it was actually this simple. From here, I went to the safari park where I finally unlocked the camera. Wasting no time, I would take my first picture here at a photo spot and unlock the trophy Strike a Pose. With all that done, I headed to the feather cluster and it was business as usual as I went from planet to planet collecting all the bots and puzzle pieces once more, along with the last set of void levels, and you don't need me to tell you again how brutal these were. What am I doing? What am I doing? This isn't even the hard part yet. You know, I'm my own worst enemy because I'm getting stingy. I want all the coins and it's costing me runs. Oh, that's it? Oh my God, I thought that was gonna be another long one. With those done, I tackled the last major boss here, Falcon McFly, in a sky fight, and unlocked one of my favorite worlds after. In this Horizon-themed planet, I made my way through with the awesome bowcaster in hand until reaching the end where we would get into a massive chase sequence against a Blunderjaw. And after outrunning him and later taking him down, we got back the mothership covers, followed by the trophy back to the nest for finding all the bots in this system. Then after scrubbing down the console covers and slapping them on our mothership, we got the trophy taking cover. With that last galaxy done, we still had one more left to do, but first it was time to put down the big dumb alien for good and take back our last mothership part, the CPU. And this final boss fight sequence was the most hype part of this entire game. Oh my God, the nostalgia! Come on, man! Dude, this is so cool, man. What are we doing? Play Squadron Go. Oh, I missed it! There's another piece right there, but how did I get that? Oh, I got it. There we go. Space Bully Nebulax. Oh my God, I hate this. Don't ever give me that power again. Am I supposed to be doing something here? Bro, how many times? Magnet. Oh no, what am I gonna do with this? Good night. Lots of process. With the universe now saved and our mothership fully repaired, I started wrapping up all the loose ends, beginning with the miscellaneous trophy I missed on the Horizon planet where I had to off 7 enemies using the trip casters on the floor here. So I jumped over the wire, aggroing them until they started to chase me, and that was just enough to fool them into crossing over and securing the trophy. What a trip. Following that, I went to go take care of the Lost Galaxy, which consisted of planets I discovered in secret areas of other planets. There were 11 total levels here, all medium sized with about 5 bots and 2 puzzle pieces each. So I worked on each one, collecting the last of all 300 bots and every puzzle piece along the way, unlocking the trophy Lost and Found for finding every bot in this galaxy and monumental achievement for building the golden statue. With the golden statue unlocked, I was also given a hint by the game to climb it. So I did just that with all 300 of my bots and reached a secret area up here. And just when I thought I was done with hard levels after wrapping up the Lost Voids earlier, the game threw one more at me that was up there with the worst in terms of difficulty. Just when I thought I was done with hard levels, what just happened? Please be done. Please be done. Please be done. Oh my God, thank you. Why was that so hard? Who even is this? I don't... The golden bot, let's go! After finally getting that done, I went back to the gacha lab at the crash site and offloaded all my coins here, where after scoring the 150th item, got the trophy money well spent. All that was left to do for platinum was crack the enigma that were these miscellaneous trophies, as they too were puzzles in their own right. The first one I got here was for having all the mothership parts sing at the same time, which I quickly got by climbing up the ladder behind it. Then after scaling the mothership from the other side and reaching the top, got the trophy at the top of my game. The next was the trophy Thaw, God of Thunder, where I had to freeze a hammer-wielding deity with the axe at crash site. I knew this was clearly God of War related, so I headed to where those characters were and hit Thor, followed quickly by Kratos, running in front of Thor afterwards so he could take the blow instead, which worked and got me that trophy. I then went for the next trophy, Let's Twist Again, which told me to bust a move with an iconic marsupial, and there was only one furry animal here that this could be. So I went in front of Crash Bandicoot and danced for a few seconds to get that trophy too. Following that, I got another easy one to figure out, where I had to pick a fight with two street fighting warriors. So I got in the middle of Ryu and Ken, and after slapping them around a bit, got the trophy KO. Now it's the next few trophies here where I got completely lost. Starting with the first one, Thick as Thieves, where I had to capture a photo of two legendary explorers. I knew this would be related to Uncharted somehow, but after taking dozens of pics of every character combination I could think of, nothing would get this trophy to pop, until I thought of the Tomb Raider bot running around the center of the map. So I got behind Drake and waited for Laura to come back around, and when she did, I quickly took a photo with her and Nathan in the same frame, and it finally worked. That obviously wasn't the only one to get me stuck either, because for the trophy Deep Pocket Dragon, I had to make a tough guy drop all of his items in crash site. Now my mind quickly went to Spyro here, even though the tough guy part didn't really match his description, and after punching him a few times, I realized that this had to be someone else. So I started looking around for other dragons and couldn't find any. Not knowing what to do at this point, I started thinking outside the box, and a light bulb went off. The dragon the trophy was referring to was this Yakuza character. So I started punching him over and over again until he dropped everything and finally got the trophy to pop. Then after hitting the ball here that another bot was holding, got the trophy royally stuck for getting too close to a sticky sphere. Later, I left the crash site for a bit and headed to two different planets that had a couple more miscellaneous trophies for me to grab. The first was in Apes on the Loose, where I had to find a secret golden butterfly and catch it. I ran through every single bush here until it popped out, and after chasing it for almost a minute, finally caught it and got the trophy net profit. For the next one, I went to the level Wormy's Passage, where I had to defeat two Wormies at the same time, which was easily done with the boxing glove ability I found here. I then headed back to the crash site for the last two trophies of the game. The first was to break up a bot wall, which was straightforward enough, and after having my bot army build a wall for me nearby, I knocked a few off and got the trophy Wall Buster. Then for the final trophy of the game, I had to do something similar, but this time with a tower that had to stay intact. So after having my bots build a bridge for me and hitting one of them off, we finally got the last trophy of the game. Astronomical! We got platinum, baby! Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and leave a like for more. Don't forget to comment down below which game you want to see me platinum next, and be sure to click the link in the description to grab Astro Bot for yourself and play today. I honestly can't recommend it enough. I'll catch you all on the next video.